Penn State since transferring from Nebraska, Omaha. There's Ivan Kovic on your screen right there. 5'11", Raidler 6'6". A large size disparity in the two excellent Big Ten netminders at center ice, though. It's Hage for Michigan and Jen DeGraves for Penn State at the dot. Getting ready to take the opening draw here at Pagula Ice Arena. Penn State in the throwbacks. Michigan wearing the blue jerseys with the maize accents. He's point per game right now in his American Hockey League campaign. That puck works its way to the far corner. Shot out front. Webush that one wide of the cage. Shade working down the wall. Throws a pass out front. It's loose, scramble around. Misa fires that one. Turned away by his former teammate, Ivan Kovic. They both played for Brampton last year. Zahman's shot from the point is gloved aside. A fun player to watch, especially on the Michigan power play. Nifty move. DeMarco walks in. He fires one right in the chest of Ivan Kovic. An easy stop. Penn State's fifth shot of this contest in the early goings. They're controlling the tempo. Kowski skated up. He'll play it forward, but it's going to be dropped back for one of the two, being Serrato and McKenna, to come up with speed. Some struggles there early on the first go, though. Here's Serrato, open ice hit. Good close off there by Moldenhauer to catch Serrato with his head down. Penn State 40 seconds into this power play, 50 now, and they have not done anything. Here's McKenna entering the zone. He'll try to dangle through that one off the skate of Moldenhauer and going the other way. Earnesty giving chase. A couple shorties on the year. He fires one out front. He scores! Josh Earnesty, his third short-handed goal of the season, makes it 1-0 Wolverines. 12:45 to play in the first. Nothing going right on that power play for Penn State.
What an individual effort by Earnesty. As you mentioned, Hayden, his third shorthanded goal of the season. He's leading the NCAA in that category. He squeezes one under the armpit of Kevin Raidler, and Michigan,
the nation leader in that category. Now he was tied with a few others entering this weekend. He now has sole possession. Shea down low, pass out front. Misa fires, blockered away. What a save, Ivan Kovic. Luke Misa, Jack Ivan McKenna, he steals it away. 2-on-1 developing. It's Serrato and McKenna. Serrato walking in, fires that one, kicked away. Big pad stop there by Ivan. Barnett hands off. Now it's Spence. Spence, nice move past DeMarco. Pass out front. That one-timer wide of the cage off a skate out front. Misa up the wall. Soft play picked off Perron. Backdoor feed. Hughes one-time blast. Rebound wide of the cage. Fantilli and Ani net misses it wide. DeMarco trying to clear. Moves it out to center ice. Fantilli going to force it back. Very structured players. They're coached amazing up in Ithaca. Robertson, one of those guys, 11 assists on the campaign. Smith blows a tire in his own defensive zone. Serrato able to alleviate some of the pressure that came his way. Now Amon up the far wall, over the skate of McKinney, out to neutral ice. Michigan regroups. Earnesty fires it deep. Horkoff giving chase on Amon. Amon, a Pennsylvania native, played for the Penn's elite program. Here's Horkoff, out front, walks in, scores! Will Horkoff, the 12th of the season, and somewhere in Stockholm, Kyle Dubas is smiling with a big fat grin. His final pick of the first round, having an excellent sophomore campaign.
Horkoff takes over sole possession of the NCAA goal lead. He goes 5-hole on Raidler after an errant puck from Penn State squirts out between the circles.
Valentini to Hage. Right shot, now low. Valentini inside. Hughes fires that one, gloved away by Raidler. A quick bang-bang play for Hughes. That's what they love to look for inside.
Hughes did not get all of that one. It was going on the power play. In fact, Michigan looked better on Penn State's power plays, of course.
Loose puck out front. Draper, his nose deep in the crease, couldn't dig it out. Raidler able to stick it away. A weird bounce on the clear. Now a little scramble out front. Spence, you're just right there with Spence jawing with Simon Tassi, a veteran on the Badgers. Penn State shoots it out of its own zone. It was going down for icing, but Ivan Kovic out of his cage to play. Negated the icing. Now it's Crespo, neutral ice, up the far wall. Bank pass was picked off initially. Webush couldn't get on the other end of it as well. Here's Draper. His dad, Chris, a long-time NHL vet, now working in the front office in Detroit, where Keenan was drafted. A shot out front, tipped by Moldenhauer. He scores! Draper from the point, tipped in by Moldenhauer, and quickly Michigan leads 3-0 with just 2 to play here in the first period.
Was a seeing eye shot from the point by Draper. Traffic in front, Radler did not see it cleanly. And Moldenhauer, the Toronto Maple Leafs draft prospect, scores his 3rd of the season. And Michigan is up by 3. This Penn State and Pagula Ice Arena crowd.
Through neutral ice, Carter Shade's brothers playing for a state semifinal football game. They play for North Catholic, a team based out of Pittsburgh. Good luck to those two tonight. One's a running bench fired into the defensive zone of the Wolverines. And that'll do it for the first period. It was the Michigan show here at Pagula Ice Arena. It started Josh Ernestey, a short-handed goal to get the puck, took a stab and selected Serrato, who leads the nation with 14 assists on the season. 4 goals, 14 assists, 18 points. Doesn't matter though, Penn State Mullen to restart now. Hage. Up through neutral ice, Robertson carries into the offensive zone. He'll feather one toward the goal. Rebound out front, kicked away. What a save. Radler after some terrible rebound control. Penn State lucky to not be down 4-0 after that chance out front.
Hayden, that's the 2nd time tonight that a shot from the point nearly fools Radler. Gives up the puck on a silver platter, crashing in for Michigan. Nearly going up 4-0. Luckily, Penn State able to get a stick on it. That one heads into the netting, and it's just a 3-goal deficit.
The curveball on the fluttering puck from Robertson gave some troubles. A shot out front by Hughes, turned away. Radler, loose puck below the goal line, almost bad shown. Redshirt senior, 5 points his last 5 against Michigan as Ford fires one off the crossbar and out of play. A great pass out front to Braden Ford, who couldn't bury it past Ivan Kovic.
Ivan Kovic giving his
Jaden Perron had 117 points in 121 USHL games for the Chicago Steel. He played with Macklin Celebrini for a season in Chicago. Celebrini then took his talents to Boston University. Shot out front, they score! Garrett Shifsky, an offensive zone puck battle won by the Wolverines. It worked its way out front to the slot, and Shifsky left no doubt. 4-0. Wolverines lead this one. It's been all Michigan all evening long.
Puck's going to squirt out in front of the crease. Shifsky on an island, gets down to one knee.
Again, looking for its 5th of the game. Moldenhauer back, drops one to Duke. He'll walk along the logo, fires a shot, that one blockered away. Puck loose out front, Moldenhauer digging a level D1 sports. Here's Godowski's pass out front, picked up by Rayon Mullen. Blast from the point, Collins kicked away. Ivan Kovic, a huge stop, his 1st of the period. Collins, another shot, that one right into the gullet of Ivan Kovic. He takes a loose stick after making the stop. Nothing doing. 4 guys for both teams to make something happen here. Michigan leads 4-0. Hayden Lewis, Owen Delbert here with you on Big Ten Plus. Puck out front, Ernestey driving the cage. His backhand stuff attempt smothered immediately by Radler. And walking just underneath that Big Ten logo. Here's Hughes, back to Rayon Mullen. He'll fire a shot, that one gloved to the side there by Radler. Back up top, Rayon Mullen, 4 to go on this 4-on-3. Backdoor feed, Robertson, that one off the iron, looked like it might have gone in. Here's Rayon Mullen, out front, Hughes fired. Here comes Serrato, 2-on-1 brewing, Crespo driving the cage. Serrato fires, rebound out front, Crespo pokes it wide, it skips back out, and Michigan the other way, it's Park. A chance there for Penn State to claw back. Here's Michigan. Rayon Mullen fires that one. Chested away. Another 2-on-1. It's McKenna and Van Olm. McKenna backdoor. Great defensive stand by Tyler Duke. Back and forth we go. Spence hands off. Park out front. Spence fires. Kicked away. Rebound loose. Jawing for it. Spence on his forehand at the goal line. Turns away. Offense back the other way, though. It's the Wolverines. Fast break offense. Hage backhand feed out front. Ernestey can't tuck it behind. Another shot out front. Hage can't secure the bacon on the grill. Penn State with DeMarsico. Dangling through. Collins can't get his stick on the other end of that one. Here's DeMarsico, far corner. Backhand out front. He'll fire a shot. That one gloved down. Rebound out front. Oh, what a save! Jack Ivan Kovic take a bow. What a glove save. The back and forth action at Pegula has been exciting. But with that, we're going to step aside. Wolverines lead 4-0 still. More action up next on Big Ten Plus. Through the skates of McKenna, the Boo Birds quickly going to come back out if Shifsky wins this puck race. He does just that. His pass feathered out front was sticked away by Raidler, which is being torn down next year in January, actually. That's where Northeastern plays, and then Hobie Baker Ice Arena at Princeton. Shot from Shade, loose out front. Katzen digging away. Shown up top. Up ice, here's Hage. Very crafty player, finds Duke out front. Rebound loose, back on the stick of Hage. He'll fire another one. A knuckleball right at the glove of Raidler. He was able to snare that and force the upcoming face-off to his right. Columbus with the Buckeyes, and then goes to the rival school, Michigan, where his brother Dylan started his career, joined his brother, and has since been in Ann Arbor. Ernest, center ice, working in the Penn State defensive zone, has it poked away. McKenna back the other way with Van Olm, who carries far side. Barreling down that far side, Van Olm sticks it away from Ivan Kovic. Below the goal line, it's McKenna. Trying to dangle around Fantilli. Great defensive work by him. Serrato checks Duke off the puck. Out front, Van Olm scores! Shea Van Olm gets the Nittany Lions on the board with under a minute to play in the second period. 4-1 your score, an ever important one though from Van Olm, the freshman who led the Western Hockey League with 49 goals last year, nets his second of the season here at Pegula.
Just what the doctor ordered for Penn State. You'll see another angle here. Charlie Serrato able to get a backhand pass.
Pass out front, now it's Shade, a blast from the point, that's high and wide. 5 to play here in the first. Amon Scheid shot misses the cage. Shade another one, that's blocked out front. Puck loose, 1 to play. DeMarsico unable to get a shot off as time expires in the second period, but that Van Olm goal has created quite the atmosphere. It is McKinney, the Sharks draft pick, assisting that most recent goal for the Wolverines last period. He'll win that one against Chinda McKinney. Up the wall, Rayo Mullen. Walking his way down, spins off a hit from Doiak, shot out front, sticked away by Raidler. Another one-time blast from Shiffens. Hasn't played much center this season, but in this contest, winning some important draws. Michigan back the other way, 1:45 to go on the power play. Perron exploding through the neutral ice, gained the zone, has it now at the blue. Far side, Hage. He'll pass down low. Hughes backdoor. What a goal, what a play. It's Valentini to cap off the tic-tac-toe passing sequence. Michigan with the four-goal lead once again.
Doesn't get much easier than that. That's Valentini's 4th of the year. I'm sure the easiest one he has scored yet. Creeping down low. He's all alone backdoor. Got a lot on it. Didn't necessarily have to. He could have just slid it in. Raidler unable to get post to post. And just like that, Michigan is back up 4.
Here's another look. The tic-tac-toe passing play. Perron to Hage. Down low to Hughes. Backdoor Valentini. Prior to the CHL rule change last year, this time of the year, it was November when the CHL rule happened, went into effect. Guys from the OHL, WHL, and the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League could come play in college. Hughes tried to pass it out front looking for Perron. That was picked off by the Penn State defense. It's Amon in the far corner. Up ice to 4. He'll carry through. That's poked off the stick of Schoen. Back the other way come the Wolverines with Perron. He'll lay it off. Hughes curling away from the on-checking Nittany Lion defenders. That's Schoen harassing him. Hughes creating space. Walking in. Forehand tuck. He scores! What a play! TJ Hughes. That's a highlight reel goal and a highlight reel evening for the Wolverines.
ESPN, get ready for that one. TJ Hughes following after the other Hughes of this Michigan program. Spins off the forecheck from Ben Schoen. Creeps in through the slot himself. Goes forehand, forehand, and powers through the pad of Kevin Raidler. Fans are headed to the exit here. There's
Ice Arena. It's TJ Hughes assisted by Jaden Perron. An excellent dangle out front. Wolverines lead 6-1. This 5-goal lead their biggest. Able to create from it, back the other way. McKinney, Shifsky back to McKinney. McKinney, forehand shot, that's wide of the cage. Shock able to hold the zone, sends it. Ernest working one-on-one with Van Olm. A good back check there from Van Olm, but it's still Ernest. He'll fire a shot from the far circle. That one smothered immediately by Radler. A little fisticuff action out front, but with that, we're going to take a look at the TJ. To join Jake Livanavage. I don't know how to say his name exactly, so I'm not going to butcher it. Into the zone, it's Michigan. Handing off Shock to McKinney. Great net drive there from Shock, the defenseman, but number 77 on the blue line. Here's McKenna. They're neutralized, hands off Serrato. One more pass, Smith's one-timer. Smothered by Ivan Kovic. Showing the quickness between the pipes. That's why he was drafted in the second round. He's quick, he's agile, he's explosive.
Hey, did we mention it pregame? Ivan Kovic
has it dug away by Perron. Perron on his backhand working around Crespo, shuffling past him. A nice stop and start. A shot out front, blocked away. Rebound loose. Perron walking in, fires. That one's blockered aside. Another save for Radler. And far side, it's with McKinney. Back up to the point. Rayon Mullen, near side Robertson. Robertson back up top. Inside, looking for Park was Rayon Mullen. That one skipped off his stick. Penn State able to clear. 15 to go on the power play. Looking like even strength hockey coming shortly.
And it's been an absolute battle in front of the net of Radler.
Here's McKinney. Drop pass Rayon Mullen. He'll turn away from the pressuring McKenna. Feathers a pass near side Robertson. Backhand far side. McKinney scores! Cole McKinney, as the power play expires, Michigan notches the extra point on top of the touchdown, and all the remaining fans in this building are pouring to the exits.
San Jose draft prospect, his fourth of the year. Not sure if that one beat Radler cleanly or went off the stick of Casey Alman. We'll get another look at it here, potentially off the glove of Casey.
On the success too much because you need to repeat it again tomorrow. Schoen enters the zone as time expires, and that will do it. Michigan 7, Penn State 1. It was the Wolverine show all evening long, Owen.
It was the Wolverine show all night long, and for Penn State, it was